My name is Anthony Methin. I'm the Artistic Associate here at Diversionary Theater. Our mission here at Diversionary is to tell the stories of the LGBT community. And I am thrilled that we are able to tell them in this different and exciting new format tonight with the first performance of the Gay Improv. I'm really excited. All of the proceeds from tonight's performance are coming back to Diversionary. They're doing this as a fundraiser for us. And we are hoping to make this a quarterly event. So if you enjoy yourselves tonight, please tell everyone what a great time you had.
Thank you. With me tonight is
Simon, Mike,
Martha,
Key,
Amy. I wanted to mention that most of us are improvisers that perform regularly at Finest City Improv, which is just not too far from here on El Cajon Boulevard. And actually, Amy Liseski is the owner of Finest City Improv. I would like to introduce a woman who is a renowned artist, Liz Jardine. Liz Jardine's prints all over the internet. She is often commissioned by wealthy individuals. Yes, she is sold. You will find her. She is also a commissioned artist that gets regularly commissioned by corporations, by wealthy people all over the world. Your art is in the Venetian, in Las Vegas, and where else? What other places?
My big claim to fame is that Donald Trump paid for my nose job.
Wow. Liz and I are friends, but I have to say that I realized tonight, like preparing for the show, I'm like, there's a lot I don't know about her. I'm a really bad friend, is what I figured out. So, I will learn a lot about you tonight. So, tell me about, where did you grow up? Tell me a little bit about.
I was born a poor black child.
Jerk.
I was born and raised in New York City by an artist father and a stay-at-home mom, and they instilled a deep love of all of our culture, you know, the symphony and museums and art, and I just felt like New York City was the best place in the world to grow up and to be exposed to this beautiful planet, and I love to visit New York, and I just go back for business occasionally, but that's where I was born and raised.
What part of the city?
Well, I was born in the Midwest, but we moved when I was 3 months old. I was born on an Air Force base. My dad was an Air Force pilot, and we moved to New York City when I was 3 months old, moved back to the city. They are both New Yorkers, and so I was born in the Midwest, as I said, but then, let's see, I think I lived in most of the boroughs, and almost all the 5 boroughs.
You got it
so,
right.
yeah, I did. Queens, Brooklyn, the Bronx, and Manhattan.
Wow. What's your favorite growing up story? Thinking back to those times you said that they were very supportive of the arts, what's something that sort of...
They really were. I think I'm very grateful to my folks for always enrolling me in various art classes throughout my life and encouraging me. My father, I think I got my talent from him and my ability, but the love and encouragement that I got from my mom really made all the difference, even though at first you think, oh, that's your mom, and she just tells you that you're great, but I think that her love and encouragement kept me painting when I doubted that I really could do it.
And what's, like growing up, what was a favorite art class that you went to? Like as a child, what do you remember, sort of when you first put brush to canvas?
Well, you know, it's funny that you should ask me that, because I harken back to the advice that I got just as a kid, which is that, and this is really, really true, not to worry about any individual piece of art, be willing to risk ruining it. And I tell that to my assistants all the time. So we must make bold moves and not be afraid to ruin the piece in pursuit of the next one, and in pursuit of something better. And I live by that every single day. I really mean that.
Wow, that's wonderful. Thank you.
That was bold and wonderful. I'm not ready to go again, Samantha. Give me a breather.
Come on. We only have tonight together, and then you have to go back.
I'm a pilot. Let's go back to the Midwest.
I know.
I'll paint you something.
Yes.
I'll put it on autopilot and I'll paint you as I remembered you 5 minutes ago in the heat of passion, when I laid it all out for you and I have nothing left now.
Paint me. Hate me.
Right now? In front of you?
Yes. Yes, not on canvas.
And we are at 30,000 feet, sir. You know what?
Samantha!
So busy climbing. There you are, sir. I was so busy
Just
climbing.
because you fuck me doesn't mean you can fly my plane. Alright, I thought, you know, when I do it? Not right now! She got nothing, Samantha. Oh, sorry, I'll go back to the coach. A few minutes in the Mile High Club.
What is this?
Oh, you can't smoke.
Should we maybe close the cockpit door?
Sorry. Look, I'm sorry, Samantha. You mean everything to me.
I don't believe
You're hurting my hand.
You're not gonna need that hand anymore.
Hey, just 1 second. I am also U.S. Marshal. If you hurt the pilot, that's a felon.
Please. Take my good hand and be nice to
Hang on, someone's knocking on the door. I guess we have to open
Somebody
it.
say there's a felon in here. Because I never slept with a felon. Oh, you said felon, I'm a fella.
Sir, one of the engines has just gone out. I'm going to need your help over here.
I can't. Both of my artist hands have been crippled.
Well, I can't do it. I'm just a trainee.
Samantha, you have to fly this plane.
Get out of the way.
Okay.
Can somebody get these wheels up for fuck's sake?
Gerald, I want you to know as my intern that my philosophy to surgery is to make bold moves. It worked? Is that it? He's dead.
Here's another one.
The thing is, Gerald,
You know, I'm getting worn out here, running back and forth.
yes, doctor, I picked you. I picked you because I looked through all the files of all the possible interns, and I saw that you were the only one making bold moves in this business.
That's because I'm a cavalier!
Yes,
I want to do big things!
I know.
And I need as many bodies so I can practice my art. This one's dead. I
This is a young girl.
To be fair, he didn't read the text.
I didn't see it. I can't read. I was too busy being bold.
Yeah, you have to make bold moves.
I missed. There's a small Hello Kitty backpack I'm missing.
Listen, I'm the head of this hospital, all right? We can't just have you killing people unless you're making bold moves.
They don't all die. Sometimes they're stronger than ever.
I've seen all of them die.
Okay, to be fair, so far they've all died. But in theory, one day we will make a move so bold that we will make someone super.
This is a litter of adorable little puppies.
I'm in charge of this hospital, okay? We're losing money. I've got dozens of families who are angry at you, but I'm gonna let this happen. Because I want to see what happens.
So I'm sorry, I'm in charge of the Natural Institutes of Health, and you're trying to tell me that you have had 1,000 people and you've killed them all and not one has lived.
One of them
Why
could
should
be,
I keep this test going
They
on?
could be super at some point. There's a lot of bold moves get made. That's kind of what happens. Let me show you. Bring in a corpse. I mean a person.
I just wheel the corpses in, I mean the people in usually do.
Reel in a person.
I'm the only one left. There are none. I'm doubtful of the bull test.
Well, that's why I'm going to show it to you. Doctor, come on in with your intern. Watch exactly what happens here. These are bold moves in action.
This person person is
She doesn't have a Hello Kitty backpack on.
Is healthy?
Perfectly
Here's the
healthy. I
thing.
just came from
Every
yoga.
other time he does this, the person dies. But maybe she'll be able to see through walls.
Who knows?
She's not dead yet.
See?
I'm waiting for something to happen here.
He'll be back. Just wait.
Ben and Jerry's.
Can't stay in Queens forever. Everyone comes back to Manhattan eventually. Come in! Yeah, hand them at Ben and Jerry's.
Hey, I love Queens.
Nobody lives in Queens.
I brought my cousin Vinny.
Oh, okay. I was gonna get the bags out of the car. I don't know. I'll stay.
Wait a minute, you got a car? You are from Queens. We don't have cars in Manhattan.
Listen, we just decided to come over. I come over to see my cousin. How you doing?
I did not decide to come over. I was gonna wait.
Vinny, come on now.
Why are you so anti coming over?
Yeah, Vinny, why are you so anti coming over?
You're right, guys. I gotta stop segregating. I gotta stop being so hateful.
That's
Just
right,
one
make a
bridge.
bold move.
Yeah. Make a bold move. No, not on my furniture. I'll have you back over that bridge or through that tunnel in an instant you do that.
Vinny,
You don't even know where I am.
Vinny, there are other kinds of bold moves. I feel like every time someone asks you to do something crazy, you just pull your legs over or something. You could just do other bold moves, like, for example, like, I don't know, like,
Fly a plane.
fly a plane.
No, I don't have a plane.
Oh, that was gonna turn. I was looking around.
That looks so familiar.
So we have to hear the Liz Jardine coming out story. When did you know you were lesbian?
I was so-called bisexual for quite a while. I drove my
Okay.
boyfriends and girlfriends kind of crazy while I was deciding. And on my 21st birthday, my parents came up to Buffalo, New York, where I was at school, and I was living in this collective household of straight couples. And
Wait, a
My-
collective, we need to hear about that. Collective
Well,
household
we'll get to
of
the left.
straight couple?
Yeah, the straight couples. Yeah, we were all in this, living in this house together and sharing meals and sharing expenses. And I had my captain of the soccer team, college boyfriend there, and my hot new girlfriend there on the other side of my parents. And I announced quite naively that I was a lesbian on my 21st birthday, and I expected everybody to be so happy.
It was
Yeah.
called Women's Land?
It was called Women's Land. It's a lesbian collective. And it was called Redbird, if maybe there's some people who have heard about them. Anyhow, it was just outside Burlington, Vermont. And two naive New York City girls, I mean, we were ill-prepared for life out in the woods. We did have a tent. Yeah, we stayed there until we froze our asses off and it started snowing and we were miserable and we finally went back to New York City.
And a day in the life on a lesbian commune is like
Well,
it is.
you gotta be in your 20s because you gotta look good naked.
So nobody wore any clothes?
No, we hardly
On the
ever.
lake?
We were trying to build a house. That was our project. I know to this day that's still just the foundation stage.
Hey Phil, I was thinking, maybe it's dangerous to use a circular saw naked.
Not at all. That's the best way you can tell you're doing it right.
Really? I'm nervous.
Don't worry about it. Hey, you know what? Can you do me a favor and grab me that power nailer?
Yeah, for sure.
Turn the saw off before you put it down there.
I'm such a klutz.
There
you go.
Name the power. Thanks, man. But
I'm so glad you invited me to live out here.
yeah. You know, we're gonna build this thing. We're gonna live out in the woods, just like two people enjoying nature. Just living life the way it's meant to be lived.
Yeah, just two naked guys with power.
Let me tell you, it's completely safe. Like you might think it's dangerous.
Yeah, it's got this little guard on it. That thing has saved me so many times.
Nothing's getting past that guard. Hey, you know what? I got a couple 2x4s if you want to just go ahead and cut them up real quick.
Yeah, for sure.
I marked them with a pencil over there.
Cool. Hey, dinner plans later? Felt a breeze. Did you feel a breeze?
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
Something I was going to tell you.
Yeah.
Maybe we should be a little safer around these tools. Maybe it would just be good to be a little safer around these tools, and that's why I got these goggles.
Goggles,
Right?
right?
It's going to protect us from anything that might happen.
Yeah. It would be embarrassing if we were missing an eye or something.
Welcome to the DMV. Oh, you again.
Yeah,
Look, you're 21.
right.
When you're 21, you pick gay, lesbian,
Right.
or so-called bi.
I have to decide today.
Look, if you don't know if you're gay or lesbian, then just pick so-called bi.
I'm on the fence. I'm
I think I can help him make a decision.
Messi here has been coming in.
I made a decision. I've decided. I want to live with this woman.
Oh, you are lesbian. Here's your U-Haul application.
I thought I was gay. But I just saw that. I
And
think I'm going to go straight.
all right, there's your application.
I can change that.
Careful, he's a pilot. Actually, it should
I'll be your
easy.
first captain, mate.
I think straight for sure.
I can change that.
Because you're not kissing, so I'm wondering.
They're okay.
Yes, you're definitely straight. Next!
No, straight for sure.
I'm here for an actual driver's license.
I'm here to see my school counselor.
All right.
Mrs. Jenkins is usually,
Miss Jenkins is out this week.
okay,
I'm Mr. Roberts.
okay, I have a little bit of a dilemma. I'm
Okay.
confused.
Why don't you tell me about it? I was going to have you look at this Rorschach poster on the wall, but tell me about your dilemma.
I see two people kissing at the DMV.
I'm sorry, is that what you see in the Rorschach poster, or is that
Yes.
your dilemma?
Well, you should say that. I've been in school here. I thought I was on the straight and narrow path. Went into the DMV and now I'm confused.
Listen, my prime directive as a school counselor, we have those, is to make sure that you're on the straight and narrow path. I don't want you to go from that path. So I have a little something that will help keep you straight. Carl, why don't you come on in? Go ahead, stand up. Carl, do your thing. This will guarantee that you're straight.
That I'm straight?
For sure.
Does he have a pill for me or?
Not exactly.
It's just Carl. Let Carl be one with you.
That's my counselor.
I gotta say, Miss Jenkins should get fired because I love doing this job.
Do you feel, Carl?
How are you feeling?
I just don't want to kiss. Whatever we do, as long as we don't kiss.
No, let's do it. Let's go somewhere.
All right.
Let's just hit the road.
Yeah.
Michigan.
Yes! I think we ought to hit the road. Just the three of us. Just changing into something more comfortable.
I left her on the plane. I can't seem to shake her.
I'm ready to go to Michigan. There's this fantastic festival there. We can renew everything about our relationship.
Okay, but we're driving.
Yeah.
No more flying for me.
Okay.
Not ever.
No.
That was ugly. I can't believe she survived.
Driving can be sexy.
Can you just get rid of her
Oh,
because
we'll keep her in the trunk. She likes small, confined spaces.
That's
Trust
true.
me.
I love small
if we put more zing
Yes.
into our
I'm sorry.
thing,
I'm gonna
more
put
zing
yes.
into our thing,
What are we gonna do?
We're gonna take that
Zing
thing.
and bada bing.
Roasting me out now.
I know, me too. That's why we're gonna put her in the trunk and we're gonna take our things to Michigan. It's, you've never been, I know, and I really wanted to introduce you to it.
Mackinac
It's
Island and fudge.
like 8,000 women. All
What?
naked, all naked, all
Wait.
naked.
8,000 naked women.
Would you excuse me for 1 second?
I love Mackinac Island.
What the fuck?
I heard someone say Mackinac Island.
And an artist, they just spawn all over you. I
Yeah.
can't help it.
Yeah.
Come on in. How do you feel about tight spaces?
I'm a big fan of tight spaces.
One of us has one.
All right, let us talk about your passions. So, I know that you are involved with an organization that does micro-lending. Tell us about that organization.
My passion, I am a contributor to Women for Women International, and one at a time, we sponsor women to get basic training in a skill or trade to help them support themselves and their families with increasing their pride and their self-respect. It builds community, and what's great about this organization is that once their loan is repaid, then the money that's needed goes to the next woman in the organization. So you can sponsor women in any way.
How did you find out about this organization and get involved?
Oprah Winfrey.
Really?
The woman who
On the
founded
show?
it was just a great young woman from the Midwest, and she got the idea, and she started helping her friends channel their funds to a small village. I believe they started in Rwanda, and helped women who were victims of civil war there. And it is spread to many countries, and you can just say that you'd like to sponsor women in a particular country. You can just say where the help is needed most, and it's a lovely organization.
And these microloans that can help start businesses in these
Yes.
countries, they're very small, right? Like
Yes.
they're
Usually not more than $100.
so that can help them start a business.
Yes, and you can sponsor a woman for infinitely or every month until the loan is repaid, and then you can have that go to the next woman. That's great.
Amazing.
Mhm.
So tell us about your passion for art.
I thought you were going to ask me about my passion for naked women.
Talk about your passion for whatever.
I'm very lucky. I get to paint every day, and I got a manicure for tonight though, because usually my hands are kind of torn up. But yeah, I get paid
Do you
to
have your
make a mess.
studio and help
Yeah, I
us?
have a loft over here at the cable building, and I go in there and have big floor-to-ceiling easels and 3 lovely young women who paint there with me, and that's how I get to make my life, not just a living. So it's been great.
And what's the latest sort of style, or
I
what
like
are
to
you doing
paint
right
big,
now?
expensive abstracts,
Okay,
and
that's-
they generally get placed by interior designers or art consultants in their projects.
Okay, so
it's been
in
great.
houses, hotels, or,
Yeah, some commercial applications, hospitality, and residential as well.
and
it's
what's
always
your
great.
current inspiration? What inspires you right now for your art?
I'm experimenting with making big fluid marks on stretched canvases and then unstretching them, rolling them up, and shipping them out. So I'm making marks now that you can only make with lots of water and very viscous paints that paint will just do things when you let it. I feel like I'm having a love affair with paint. That's the best way to say it. So when you let it do its
We're gonna knock some kneecaps off of
Oh, I'm sorry. So the paint is just I'm just allowing the paint to be paint and watching to see what happens. So
So
it's
when
been
it
great.
gets unstretched, it takes a different.
Well, then I usually varnish it, unstaple it from the stretcher bars, and then I'm able to roll it and ship it to whoever is buying it. Yeah, it's been great.
Wonderful.
Oprah, thank you so much for having me on. I wrote a book called The Brown Horse. It's done pretty well. It's done pretty good.
Time to tell the world about it!
Well, I don't know if I mentioned it. The horse is brown. paper, and I love just putting words out. I could write a million stories like that.
Do it here!
Oprah, I don't know if that's necessary.
Do it here!
Do it here! Do it here!
Do
it here!
I don't have anything to write on or anything.
And you're getting a novel on you? And you're getting a novel?
I'm so glad you could come visit my vineyard.
It pleases me greatly at your vineyard to sample your wines.
I think of my wine as... Would you like to spit?
Oh no, I swear. My wine. Wow. This is our second minute. Not even a date. I feel like there's a U-Haul parked.
Is someone tasting wine in here? I thought I smelled wine in my vineyard. Leah, who is your lovely friend?
I'm Charlemagne.
But I noticed your accent. What part of France are you from?
I'm from a very, very small area. Most people do not recognize the accent.
Oh, I think I
The retailer is called Venton.
Can you spell that for me?
We don't spell it, we just say it. If you had been there, you would know we do not spell.
That was a test. I am from France as well, and I knew that.
Oh.
That's why I like cheese so much.
Nice to you.
He is the other vintner.
We are partners.
We are partners.
You are-
Sometimes I pick up his accent.
You're-
We're that close. We're
But
that
you
close.
are,
We are partners in the wine making business.
That's right. We think of it as our art.
you are partners in the business alone. There is nothing else between you two.
You are.
Yes?
Thank you for seeing me.
You insisted on getting an appointment within the hour?
I am getting older. My nose job's not cutting it anymore. I want to be like my paint. One fluid motion. I want to be stretched. Rolled. I want to be expensive.
Should we prep the patient?
Sure, get her ready. She wants to be
Stretch and
stretched.
rolling?
I've done this a lot.
This will be my greatest work.
Whatever it takes.
She needs to be expensive. Quick, get me my diamonds and caviar eggs.
Right here, sir. You got it.
Thank you, intern.
You're welcome.
That guy looks a lot like Donald Trump.
Quick, I need the tears of Donald Trump. Get out of here, intern.
This is going to be our best.
All right, now stretch. Stretch. Oh, but of course I forgot the missing ingredient. I'm being pulled! Oh, she's dead.
This is the wrong scene.
I said earlier we were going to come to you for a suggestion, so I would like to hear a one-word suggestion of something that you would like to hear Liz talk about.
Life on the commune.
One word. You talked a little about life. You want to hear more life on the commune?
Absolutely.
Okay, we need more life on the commune.
How naked were you?
Are there degrees in nakedness? So we want more
truth
life,
is-
a good story, life on the common.
Beginning with Redbird, I proceeded to live for 7 years in various women's collectives around the country until I finally decided to straighten up and fly right. Until I got sick of being poor and being naked.
I want to hear your favorite story on the commune. Craziest thing that ever happened.
The craziest thing that ever happened on the very first morning, because you have to picture 2 New York City girls with our brand new camping equipment, and we were so excited we were going to build a house on lesbian land and leave Western imperialism behind, and our white privilege is going to be miles behind us. We gave away all of our earthly possessions except for our backpacks and all the shit that we brought up here. I gave away my sewing machine because surely I would never use electricity ever again. I didn't want to be part of any of that. And so we gave away all our shit, and we got to the land, and it was night. And so I don't really truly recall. The gal that I went with now is married with 5 kids. True story. Yeah, so I can't ask her. I can't remember. But anyway, I don't remember how we found our way there. But we opened up, and you have to picture birds singing. We opened up the flap of the tent, and we looked outside to what we thought was going to be Dorothy coming to us outside. And this was an enormous woman. Maybe she weighed, let's say, 300 pounds. And she was completely stark naked. And she was carrying a little baby. And they were walking. She was walking them down to the little stream. And we zipped it right back up.
Steven,
Yeah?
just feel like the city isn't for me. I just want to give up all this white privilege and do the least white thing I can think of. Camping in Vermont, all this stuff.
First of all, let me have a glass of bourbon.
No,
Have a
Steve.
glass of bourbon too.
By the way, it was her idea.
I'm a neutral on the gender spectrum.
Some sort of power tool accident.
First of all, before you go running off away from the city, we're very white. Like, very white.
Yeah.
And we're very rich, we're very privileged. You don't want to run away from all that. Think of all the great things that white guys can do.
There's a lot of great things that white guys can do, but the one thing we never thought to do was go camping.
That's the other side of the argument I have a problem with. Like, the first thing that you would do if you were not a white guy is probably not go camping.
White guys have boring arguments.
They
I
know.
don't know what
We need action.
I don't know what she's talking about. We are perfectly reasonable.
I want to give up all my white privilege and do all sorts of things I've never done as a white man. Go camping. Get a job as an executive.
Be naked.
Be naked.
That is the worst one yet.
Not be pulled over by the police.
That's crazy talk.
It can be sexy to be pulled over by
Where did you find this one?
Kiss me in a women's studies class.
Okay.
All the lights to be on?
Every single light to be on.
All right. I just want you to, okay. I want you to imagine the sound of birds.
This is what's gonna keep on
Okay.
I'm doing it.
Okay. Maybe add to that, as if cotton candy is floating in the atmosphere and it's so sweet.
I'm with you.
Okay. And maybe there's little scurrying puppy dogs and kittens and really sweet things.
I'll try. I'm also imagining kittens too.
Okay, and as you look at my naked body, can you please try to imagine that I'm 20 years younger?
The plane's going down. Oh my God.
This is our last chance.
It's our last chance.
There are a lot of things I wanted to tell you. A lot.
If we're gonna die, I'm gonna smoke it.
I'm gonna shoot heroin. Diet Coke. That's bad for you.
Go ahead, do it.
I'm never
Don't let
gonna-
me stop you.
We're never gonna get rid of our third wheel.
You're right. We're all going down together. Oh shit. The plane's going down.
Don't let that stop you.
You're not
Plane's
even
still
looking.
going
Wow,
down.
I
Don't
can't
let it
believe.
stop.
Wait, you sure you're straight? Let me see your driver's license.
Have you ever heard of a guy named Carl?
So-called bi. Knew it. Well, we've got minutes to live. And we're stuck with a guy.
Wait, I've just found this switch that says fix the plane. Captain.
Oh my god. You mean it's not?
We're not moving in together.
Oh.
That was nothing. We're still going to Michigan, right? Because I want to see those 8,000 naked women.
Yeah. We're gonna do that, and we're gonna maybe have quinoa.
I want to have a baby.
Baby.